Welcome back to The Rhode Show. This morning in The Buzz, brought to you by The Comedy Connection. Believe it or not, that's right. The phrase sliding into your DMs is now a decade old. And because of social media, a good amount of people met their significant others on an app.
I can't believe it's been 10 years since I officially slid into someone's DMs.
That's right.
A new survey on dating.com, my homepage, says 47% of relationships were formed after someone decided to, as they say, quote unquote, shoot their shot on a social media platform. This pool, of course, only includes couples from the past few years, not those that have been together for decades, of course.
That's right. Now, 72% of people also say social media caused a conflict in their relationship. 79% of people used social media to hard launch, aka announce their relationship. What do they say? It's not official till it's like you post it on like social media.
And that right there in and of itself is the root of the problem that we currently have. Like, as if anyone cares.
No, nobody cares either. No, so look, out of the two of us, you're the only one. No, you are the only one who's not probably. I can tell you this just legally that has been on the apps on
the dating apps.
The dating apps.
Well, I mean, so this is twofold here. It's a doubly exciting answer. Number one, I think there's a difference between whether you are willingly on a dating app. Everyone knows why you're on Hinge or Bumble or something for the most part, looking to meet somebody, potential partner or significant other. The notion of just meeting someone through Instagram or DMing someone through a social media platform that's not, I know there's Facebook dating, you can do that, I have not done that, but of just, I'm connected to this person somehow, so therefore I can send them a message, is different because, you know, maybe not everyone is on those platforms looking to be picked up, as they say. But if you're on a dating app, I think the feeling is it's understood that you're there to meet somebody.
So you also have been in the position of the bar scene and the app scene. I never had to deal with the app at all.
I'm familiar with
what is easier?
All of the scenes. Well, I'm Mr. Scene.
Right.
I think I like to meet someone in person if at all possible.
Like through a friend or just like...
You see, I used to think that was a good idea, but then you kind of realized if it doesn't work out, well, now you're still like connected for life somehow.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, great, this is Sheila's friend, Linda.
Right, exactly.
If I talk to Sheila, she's going to tell Linda that she ran into Brendan.
I know.
But I think if you can meet someone in person, that's still the best way. But look, as you like to say, look, this is the era we live in now, and people are connected this way. It is how we socialize. So I think there was a time when that kind of thing was frowned upon. But as long as you're respectful and you want to shoot your shot, as they say, that is how some people meet. And just like I said, be respectful, be kind. But that's how people get together now.
Well, look, a lot of people don't want. You don't want to. There aren't any like nightclubs anymore. You're not going to the Mardi Gras, JR's Fast Lane to meet Olives and the Monkey Bar.
Meet me at Re-Raw.
Right, you're not going there.
But I think the best part of meeting someone in person is you can tell right away if there's a chemistry, you know what their voice sounds like, whether you can carry a conversation, what the energy is like.
If I was single, I'd probably do it.
Wow. Let's check in with our viewers.
Lucky for you, I'm not.
Here's what you all had to say about this topic when it comes to meeting a significant other or maybe just a friend. This is great stuff, great stories. Lucy's up first with a very sweet story. Met my husband in 1975 when I had a job after school working at a bakery. He would come in several times a week to buy fig squares. I thought he just had a sweet tooth until he asked me out. 2 years later, we were married.
Look at that.
Well, take a number.
Anne Marie, not my wife, is up next. Says, I met my husband at work.
Sometimes people meet at work.
I think yes.
You're with somebody all day, you find out if you have a chemistry.
Right. But it can also go terribly.
Well, that's true. Be very judicious. Gary is up next. I love this. We met on a dating app, and now we are getting married in 59 days.
Very nice.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And to the future, Mrs. Gary.
Mrs. Gary, yes. Congratulations, Mrs. Gary. And Dana closes out the comments today with a throwback at the Mardi Gras.
I wrote this coming in for you to read. I knew you would love to see Mardi Gras.
Went up to him and asked if he was a wallflower, and the rest is history. And we only lived 5 streets from each other. Very cool.
Isn't that so Rhode Island?
It's very Rhode
Met
Island.
at Mardi Gras, then discovered.
At Mardi Gras in Cranston, now a liquor store.
They only lived 5 streets from each other.
Yeah.
Thanks for chiming in, everyone, and please keep those comments coming. Ooh, we met at Shaboom's.
Right. Shananas.
You never know. We might use yours right here on the show. Follow us at The Rhode Show, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And you never know, we may read yours right here on the show. What could be more exciting?